Is my voice audible and clear? Yes, perfect. I began my journey to the top with all of my friends, but now that I'm on top, I just can't seem to find them. Good evening, Toastmasters. I have a story for you today. A story with crucial lessons that will alter the very course of your life. You see, as humans, we have our base desires and human nature governing a great chunk of our decision making ability. And that's precisely why we tend to lie, cheat, and at times do wrong to get what we really want. And that fuels the fire that is competitiveness. It is a double edged sword that reaps fruits both bitter as well as sour. So let me start with the story. Once upon a time, there was a boy. He was loved by all. He had a father who financially provided for him, friends who adored him, and parents who loved him. But the only thing they expected from him was that he scored well in school. No biggie, right? And that's what he did because he was bright. Unfortunately, he only did hard work and not smart work. And hard work can take you only so long. So he raised the bar of excellence up to class 10. And then class 11 came and everything changed. He took part in this competitive exam. All right. And by the time 11th had come, he had become so competitive that he could not stand people who were much better than him in terms of study and in terms of scoring more marks. And so you see, the seed of jealousy that had been planted so long ago and had blossomed into a plant was now growing up to become a tree. Its roots had penetrated so deep in his brain that he could not think of anything else except jealousy and competitiveness. So grown up, his parents and teachers pushed him towards the path of excellence by comparing him with other friends and pitting them against each other. That psychology does work at times, but not always. At times, a person is pushed towards a much darker path, a path that leads to a place which I call the abyss. It's a dark place forged with despair, anger, bitterness, and jealousy. And once a person gets trapped in that particular place, they get stuck in this self perpetuating loop of jealousy and resentment, and it becomes difficult to get out of it. He started hating his friends, his his close friends who were his fellow competitors, but who they scored much better in terms of marks and the way they studied. So he ghosted them completely. Now he was isolated, no friends anymore. And he picked up this weird habit in which he started competing with any random person. If he won in his mind, he would have an inflated ego, and if he lost, he would chip away his self esteem bit by bit. And at that moment, he would think, I know I'm doing wrong, but he kept sweeping that feeling under the rug, swept and sweep and sweep. But you can only sweep so long until it becomes a hump, and you evidently trip over that hump. And did. The boy did trip over the hump. And everything changed. His life imploded. He started questioning every single thing, all his decisions that had brought him up to this point, and he went deeper and deeper into the abyss. As he went deeper, he became more sad, more depressed, and he would have done something terrible. But fortunately, he was safe because of a teacher. It was that day in school when nothing was going well. He was all sad. He didn't have any friends. He was lacking behind in work, no good marks to score. And he was going down a flight of stairs, and his teacher asked him, is everything all right? Are you okay? And that opened the floodgates. He had never cried before, but seeing this level of kindness that he hadn't seen in a long time, he just couldn't stop. And he did cry in the warm embrace of his teacher, who constantly said, don't worry, everything will be all right. That day, he went home. He went home and took a long shower, and for 20 minutes straight, he cried on the floor. And it felt liberating, as if a weight had been lifted off his shoulders. As a result, the abyss in which he felt trapped started to crumble, and he could see past the darkness, the ray of hope that could change his life completely. So he started taking certain steps. He made amends to his friends whom he had ghosted a long time ago, and now who accepted him as a person who had made mistakes, but now he had become better. He got his closure, and then he moved on. He went to a college. He was accepted in a good college, and he scored good marks. And he was happy. A new chapter of his life had begun, where he accepted his brand new personality and scored well. One day, he was at home and his father came to him and asked, "Did you get your marks?" "Yeah, I did. I got 92%. "Did anyone score more than you?" "Yeah, some people did. They scored 94 and even 95%. "So, when did you get your marks?" "Hmm, 8 weeks back." "Why did you not tell me?" "Because dad, you always ask me how much other people got and never actually appreciate how much I received." With that response, he left the room and never looked back. Currently, he's giving a speech at Thapar Toastmasters Club with nothing but gratitude in his heart and the happiness that he left that competitive rat race to the abyss. Thank you.